Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, throw open your windows and call out to your neighbors. That's right. It's time for the weekly check-in with your co-hosts, Jessica Leigh and John Perrotta, sponsored in part by Nushi. What's Nushi? It's a hazelnut spread with only 2 grams of sugar, and Nick Yu makes it right in his kitchen. Also sponsoring this show is comedyfactoryri.com, which is John Perrotta's Comedy Factory. Be sure to visit our all-new website, click on the shows, and look for one coming to a venue near you. And now, boys and girls, the moment you've been waiting for.
Introduce everybody else first, Mike.
I'm going to introduce everybody. This man, I'm telling you, I'm glad we got canceled because I've had it with him. Had it. Okay, let me compose myself. And now, boys and girls, the moment you've been waiting for, the introduction of the panel. We've got my good friend coming to us live from a pub near you. It's Jay Burns, and next to him in my boxes is the very lovely Jessica Leigh with Albert Einstein eerily peering over her shoulder. And then we have the equally beautiful Alessandra Grima coming to us in a different room, sporting what she told me earlier is an old lady who lives in a shoe as her arm. There it is. And then, of course, we have the incredibly handsome, he was voted the Comedy Factory YouTube sensation GQ Model of the Year. It's Nick Yu. And now let's give it up for your co-hosts, Jessica Leigh and John Perrotta.
First, before I get to Jessica, Jade Burns and I are larger men, but I think we're good looking too. I mean, Nick is a beautiful,
right?
I mean, Nick is a beautiful guy, obviously, you know, but you and I, Jay, we hold our own.
Absolutely. There's a demographic that is about us. No offense. You definitely have a larger demographic, but I mean, John and I,
we got a piece. We got like 2% of the country thinks we're good.
I had a piece last night, so I mean, I got something going for me.
That's pretty good. That's more than I've had in a while. Jessica Leigh, he had a piece last night. And on that note, we'll go to Jessica Leigh for the weekly. What's that, Alessandra? What'd you say?
Like, is this the high libido edition of the show?
We don't know what it is. We never know until it's in the can.
Yes.
All I know is every time I'm on this show, I always want a meatball sub. I don't know what it is.
I haven't had one. I'm on a diet. That's another story.
I really misheard that for a second. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll get a meatball sub and put some Nushi on it tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. Instead of grated cheese. Jessica Leigh, the weekly check-in.
Yeah.
Starting in June, July, August, once a month. Yeah. Even occasional extra. The summer we got to cut down. What's going on in your world, Jessica?
Well, now I'm picturing the Nushi on the meatball sub.
Try anything. You try anything once.
You know what's funny is I told somebody, I'm like, just call me the chocolate guy. And someone was like, that's kind of racist. I was like, can't win, man.
You're a beautiful man, Nick. Maybe someday, Nick, we'll all come over your house and we'll do the show live from the Nushi factory. Where you making this stuff, Nick? You got a place? You got a basement? Where are you doing this?
Well, I have a co-packer, but right now I'm doing it in my kitchen. So I got a nice little couple of food processors.
Attorney by day, Nushi man by night.
I went from being a brown guy to a chocolate guy overnight.
Hey. I've been there.
This is the filthiest this show has ever been.
Yeah, I'm like,
let's see if Jessica Leigh can bring us to some, where can you bring us,
Mike
Jess?
Looks like, as usual, Mike looks like he's floating on a giant tongue. I mean, it's just sexy today.
That's what Grampy Mike's got working.
Jess, I'm going to tell you guys, I did a brilliant thing this week. Now, I did one of the stupidest things I've ever done in my life. I always put my pen in my pants pocket. I take it out. Sunday, my daughter finally hooks me up. It's 2021. I'm 63. I finally have Venmo. It took me 63 years. Somebody wanted to give me Venmo. I don't have it a few times. I finally got Venmo, set it up. I put the pen in this pocket. I had a shirt pocket, put the pen in there. Later in the day, wash some clothes, go like this, take a piece of paper out. Didn't feel the pen, put it in the washer, put the stuff in the dryer. An hour later, open the dryer. I see a shirt. What the heck is that? Ink. exploded, and my entire dryer is spotted with ink. My clothes are full of ink. I'm like flipped out. I went through the whole dryer. I'm scrubbing it with it. I don't know what I looked on the thing online. It says use nail polish remover. Then I'm looking at the bottle. It says flammable. I got a gas water heater. I'm saying to myself, I don't want to blow up the house to get the ink out. So my friend said, oh, the water heater, you can do that now. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I get ink in my dryer. And I bought several products at the hardware store. They removes ink off clothes. There's nothing that says removes ink off a dryer. So now I have either got to get a new dryer. I washed clothes today and tried it. One of the shirts.
What color was the pen?
Black.
Just wash a bunch of black clothes in there.
Oh, the black clothes are no problem. It's the light clothes. The light clothes.
This was a roller coaster because you started with Venmo and then talked about pens, which I thought like really went back in time. Did anyone else?
Yeah, because it was the smartest decision I've ever made, and then the dumbest decision I've ever made.
I made a brilliant decision getting Venmo a little late, but at least I got it. But I blew it, Nick, with the pen. I never forgot my entire life, 63 years, I've never dried a pen. I've never done it. Has anybody done this? Mike,
No.
Anybody? It's not fun. It's not.
I go to the laundromat, so maybe I don't know.
If you open my dryer right now, it looks like Van Gogh was in there and Michelangelo for like 3 days. They like dabbled. It was like this painting the 16th chapel. You're gonna see the dryer. Beautiful.
Terry must not be happy with you.
Terry, surprisingly, Terry didn't yell at me. I was mad at myself. She didn't yell at me. If she did it, I'd be yelling at her for 6 months.
You have a series of black tie-dye shirts coming out every time you put
I like how out of 63 years,
Yeah.
it was the pen that like just did it for you. You were like,
Pen.
this is the worst.
Yeah.
Done. No more pens.
The pen blew my mind. When I opened the dryer, I looked. I didn't know what happened. It blew my mind. I didn't know the pen was in there. Moral of the story, do not dry your pens. Do not dry your pens.
Can we have the like more you know logo come up?
Yep.
What's that, Jay?
Can we have like the more you know logo? Remember that old like the 90s NBC?
Yeah, the rainbow, the more you know. Yes, yep, a PBA.
This was not a PDF. This is a PSA, but okay.
I might try the nail polish remover tomorrow. I might try that. And if you hear an explosion in Cranston, it was John Perrotta in the sky with a pen.
You can't even do that. Then you're gonna have a chemical in there. You gotta get it. You gotta take that. You gotta take the inside out, and you're gonna scrub that baby down.
Take the inside of the dryer out?
Yeah, look online, YouTube.
I'm not taking apart the dryer.
Why
I'll buy
not?
a new one before I do that. Are you out of your mind? Take apart the dryer. I'm lucky I can take the cap off the pen.
Just be ink clothes guy.
You what?
Just be the guy that has ink on his clothes.
Yeah.
Way easier. Right? I mean,
I got a nice pair of light jeans I like to wear. They are now spotted with ink all over the front and back. You like
it? Yeah.
Maybe it's a new design.
That's what I'm saying.
Give up comedy and I'll be the next Calvin Klein. Jeans with
I would
spotted
wear
ink.
weird clothes before cleaning my dryer for that long. I don't know. Is that it's just me?
I think I'm gonna put Mike Cronin's hat in there tomorrow and see what happens when it comes.
I will never let that happen. I love this hat. Matter of fact, this hat I bought. This hat comes right from across the pond. I paid $54 for this hat. The first one I got was too tight, so I gave it to Brian, and I ordered myself another one.
Brian who?
Brian Vincent.
Well, we know that, but there's the viewing audience. The 6 people watching, do they know?
Right. Yeah.
Have they seen Brian before? No. Nobody's ever seen him before.
And he's only wore the hat one time at my request.
No, he hasn't. He wore it at our Christmas party too.
That's good. That makes.
Let's talk about what Brian wears for the rest of the hour. Dead serious.
Brian wears a lot of stuff, man.
You should. He's got this really nice shirt that I actually really like on him. But it's got these little. I think it's got like little birds, blue with like a darker like birds printed on it. But he got it from a friend of ours who passed away. And now it's always like the Frank shirt because, it was Frank's shirt. But it's the weirdest thing. I'm like, oh, I remember when Frank wore that. It came to one of our, I came to the Spiritos. actually. Frank wore it at Spiritos, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm like, oh, this is the Frank shirt. I like the Frank shirt on you.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a great story, I know.
That is a good story.
Where do we go from here? Nick Yusuf, where do we go from here?
You know, I was just thinking about
Covered
Brian.
shirts,
I
Venmo,
was trying to
pens,
think
what do
of
you got?
Brian Vincent working in an old folks home, and right, isn't that how we kind of came up with the whole routine?
We should send
he was
a
born
documentary
that way.
crew out with Nick Yu taking Brian Vincent to go shopping in Boston. That would be hilarious.
I'd watch that.
That would be, yeah, I would watch that too.
I'd actually watch episode 1 where Nick brings Brian to nice places, and then I would also watch episode 2 where Brian brings Nick to like Nartalillo's to try on all the old people's suits. Like,
Right, that would be a trip. That would be so funny.
take my money right now.
I remember when I booked Brian to do a Funny for Fun show at Sacred Exchange. It was in weather where you would maybe wear something, like kind of not wintry, but at least fall. So Brian comes shuffling up to me to say goodnight after having an amazing set. And he's got this London Fog jacket on, and he's got the buckle done in the center. I'm telling you, that buckle, boys and girls, was like this big. It was like a window out of a cellar. And he's got the fedora on. And he says to me, good night. I had a good time. Thank you. And I just watched him just shuffle away. It was hilarious.
I have been that man's best friend for the last probably more than 5 years now, and I have never seen his buckle. I can honestly say that.
I'm telling you, this jacket is, the buckle is immense. I don't know how he sits in the car and not have it dig into his stomach. I mean, dig into his stomach.
It's up here. His pants are up here.
I know they are. I know. It cracks me up. It cracks me up.
Jessica?
Yes.
Oh, please.
You look speechless tonight. This is the check-in. What do you got? You got anything, Jess?
No. I don't know. I mean, we went from like the dryer crisis to like the belt buckle being up to here to
we started out real horny though.
I know.
So
I know. It really is. There's something in the air right now. There really is. There's something in the air. So I went to a gong sound healing over the past weekend, and I had never done that before. And when I came out of it, I was like, did anyone else get like a lot of like sexual energy? And everyone was like, nope, not really.
It's springtime, isn't it? Like horny season, mating season, right?
I've been horny since '78, but that's
yeah, me too. And I wasn't even born yet.
You were horny before you were born.
Yes.
This is the explicit episode.
I was horny.
Yeah, we're gonna need a label on this episode. Let's be fair.
Yes.
Mike Jordan is speechless.
No. What I'm doing is I'm taking your advice, because John said to me the other day, I had to edit out a whole part of 6 minutes on this bit I did that was a true story. And he goes, here's what you do. Think to yourself, you do Christian comedy now. Would you want that out there? So when we go after the show, I'm just going to let it all fly, because I got like probably 11 minutes I can do just on this. But I'm going to leave it alone.
The silence
You
is
get
telling.
the Gong Show anymore?
What exactly did you go to, Jess? What was it? A gong?
Mm-hmm.
I
Gong show?
I have the bowls right next to me.
Yeah.
Like the bowl version. Yeah.
Yeah, so they had the bowls, they had the gongs, and I'd never been to a gong sound healing, and I absolutely loved it. I had no idea that it was going to be like radiating through your body. Like,
you can feel it.
Like, yeah, that was really incredible.
Radiated through your body, and you left excited.
It's
Duh.
And then where did you go from there, Jess? So you're excited leaving the gong. Where did you go?
I went to go get takeout from Cello's, and then I watched TV. I know.
She had a 6-foot meatball sub with Nushi on it.
Yes.
This is going to be a big seller in the Italian community. I'm still waiting for Alessandra's father to bring over sausage and Italian bread.
I know.
He brings her over sausage, Italian bread.
He just appears. He just appears with things all the time.
He just shows up.
Here's how you make that happen, John. I guarantee you, 5 days in a row, go to the McDonald's on Taunton Ave, you'll run into John.
He's there.
He
Absolutely.
goes there. Is that where he
I
goes?
used to see it there all the time.
Yeah. He's
The
there.
only difference is he doesn't bring sausage and peppers in the McDonald's. That's
He might. No, I wouldn't put it past him.
And the cool thing about John, is that he's friendly. He comes right up. He'll talk to you. He remembers your name. He is just a great guy. I love Alessandra's dad.
Me too.
I've met him a couple of times. Very nice. Mike Cronin is smoking on the show. I thought smoking was banned on the check-in, Jess.
Well, what's happened now is the Nielsen ratings are down and out. So, hey, at this point.
Well, Mike, the Zoom shows were popular in the middle of the COVID.
Yep.
COVID is down 76% since January.
Thank you, Jesus.
People are not going out doing things, which is great. They're getting vaccinated. So people that are doing the Zoom shows, the audience now is slim, Nick. So it's up to you, Nick, to get this out, your fellow countrymen.
I like how this is the show to help ratings.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're right.
We're in trouble.
Yeah.
We're in trouble.
We're in trouble. Absolutely.
But there is somebody out there that's going to buy some Nushi. I know there is.
You know what really is just pissing me off right now?
What's that?
Hearing this story about your dryer, John. Why couldn't the pen break in your washer? Because then you could have just washed it right out. But it's got to break in the dryer. The one time I need the dryer to be the washer.
You're an attorney. Do I have a case against the pen company for exploding my dryer? Do I have a case?
Considering how my caseload's going lately, why not? That actually is not the most ridiculous fact pattern that's come across my desk all day.
I mean, if I could sue over an exploding pen ruining my dryer, I mean, I'll sue the dryer. I'll sue the dryer company, the pen company.
That's right.
There's got to be somebody I can sue. Yes.
All I can hear in my head right.
It's going to get you on the news to get the ratings back up, and you'll plug the show. How about that?
Boom.
Maybe we'll go viral.
What if the pen ink just dries?
What?
That's what I thought. I thought it would dry.
I thought it just dried and be all set.
Just
and then
just run a cycle. Run a cycle.
I ran a few cycles and it seemed fine. And then I put something in today and it was covered in ink. So I don't know if the ink, after you leave it out so long, the ink starts getting soft and it comes back.
So,
turn kind of like an ex-wife.
Let it run for a little bit.
On the next Zoom show,
and then wipe it off.
John sells a dryer.
I've ordered 3 things from Amazon. I got 1 that came today. I got 2 coming tomorrow. I'm gonna scrub it. I'm gonna put stuff on it. I'm gonna put paint thinner on it. I'm gonna put nail polish remover on it. I'm gonna get it off somehow, some way. I will get the ink off. If you guys want to come over and help, we'll have a party. I'll buy pizza.
Okay.
What if you just let it? What if you let it spin and then let it get all warm and mushy, and then just wipe it off?
I tried that. It doesn't.
Honestly,
it smears. It smears, Jess. It smears.
I've been at home for so long this year that coming over to clean the ink out of your dryer sounds fun.
And that's not a euphemism.
Listen,
let's do it.
I will. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Party.
And we got to film it, though. We got to film it. I was thinking if I was a producer at one of the local stations, whether it be 6, 10, or 12, I would have a segment. And now it's time for The Angry Consumer with John Perrotta. That would be hilarious.
Oh my God, yeah, could you imagine that right now?
Yeah.
I got an axe to grind. It's with Bic. Bic, I don't like your pen. They're awful. I am a pilot man from this day on, brother.
This feels
63 years.
Paper-made-ish, though.
It does feel paper-made-ish. You're right.
Right.
I take back my besmirching of Bic.
I'll sue any pen. I got to look at the pen. I forget the brand, Nick, but we'll sue him. We'll sue him.
So litigious.
Hey, it's Rhode Island. They sue for everything. I will sue the pen manufacturer and the owner and his wife and his kids. Come on.
Wouldn't it be funny? They have to put a warning label on every pen. Be careful, this may blow up in your dryer.
You're
gonna be known in the entire pen industry. It's gonna be the Perrotta clause.
Listen, everybody thinks I'm Italian. My father was Italian, God rest his soul. My mother was Irish and Polish. I blame this on the 25% Polish in me that put the pen in the dryer. The Italian would never put a pen in the dryer. Alessandra,
exactly-
the Italian guy would never
I
put
was
a pen in the dryer. The
like,
Irish
that's-
guy would drink the ink before he put it in the dryer.
That's so
The
something
Polish
an
guy
Italian
would
guy
put it
would
in the
say.
dryer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
100.
It's the Polish in me.
Yep.
It's not my fault. It's that 25%, which unfortunately
mother's
resides in
fault.
my brain.
It's your mom's fault.
Yes, it is my mom. God rest her soul, but I have to blame her and her parents. Yes,
Oh my God.
yes.
What is
I mean, I got to be honest. We can't sue them because they're gone. But I mean,
He
Got
might
it.
be
I know.
onto something because I'm not Polish and I did not dry my pen. So
John, do
Did you
you
say
remember
Jess?
the bit? Do you remember the bit that Dave DiLorenzo, rest his soul, used to do about his
Yeah.
wedding in the
yeah,
hubcap? Can we say that, or would that be like too on the line of like not
Yeah, we
politically
don't-
correct?
it will probably
Oh, no.
be getting. Yeah, we don't want to. I don't think we can say that.
That was a great bit. Remind me to say that one when we're done. Hilarious.
got it.
Hilarious.
That's why Mike's been smoking. He can't say a lot of things.
I know,
today.
right? Seriously.
Right. Yeah.
Let's talk
Apparently,
about.
there's a line some people are worried about. I didn't.
Let's talk about binge watching. How people are different. Mike will call me. I'm binge watching The Big Bang Theory. Me, and he watches episode right in order of every episode. Me, I talk it on my remote. Columbo. I watch all the episodes of Columbo, but I pick all different order. I watch episode 52, then I watch episode 4.
That is
episode
chaos.
19. He thinks I'm nuts.
No.
I couldn't
Columbo,
do that.
Columbo,
I
you
could
can
never
do
binge
that.
watch with John.
Columbo is
Right.
not. It's setting
Yeah.
in the order like some
Yeah.
shows. Columbo, I love Columbo.
Yeah, no,
Like
you
I
can
didn't
do that.
watch a lot of those episodes when because I was too busy getting wasted back then in the 70s, 80s. I was too nuts. So now I watch Columbo. These are all brand new episodes to me. You ever watch Columbo? Anybody? Jess?
I
Anybody?
love Columbo. One of my favorites. I love.
You gotta
you know,
watch it. You gotta watch it, Jess. Peter Falk.
I just gotta ask one more.
Phenomenal.
I just have one more question to ask you.
Yeah. I
Just
put
one
2
more.
movies the other night on Netflix. 10 minutes, 15 minutes each. No, shut it off. Next one, no. Columbo. I watched Columbo an hour and a half. I was in heaven.
Columbo.
I was in heaven. You watching it?
I was watching My Little Pony.
What were the movies that you decided?
I know that's what I want to know.
They tanked. I forget their names of them, but I mean, I watched some good movies on Netflix. But I'll tell you, Columbo right now, he's in my wheelhouse. He's
Yeah.
killing it. He's nailing it. You got to watch one episode. Just give him a shot.
Yeah, but you never,
Disheveled.
you never know where you are.
He's a detective. He's like
Yeah.
totally out of it, and he cracks every case.
I put a bunch of numbers in a bowl and then just pick one out, and that's the episode.
Watch anyone.
Watch
You want to
it.
see? I watched the
That was
original
enough.
Columbo, Prescription Murder. Is the movie they made, the original Columbo, 1968, Jess. Prescription Murder, tremendous. It was really good, really good. That's my story on Columbo. You ever watch him, Alessandra?
Wait, if he's a detective, can he figure out how to get the ink out of your dryer?
You know what? If he didn't pass away from Alzheimer's, he'd be the first call I'd make.
So he
I would call
forgot.
Columbo. I'd call Peter Falk right now and tell him I got ink in the dryer. Who do you think did it? He'd figure it out.
He would have
So
figured
now
it
I'm
out.
very surprised at this. This show ran for 10 seasons, yet it only has. That can't be right.
Columbo
So-
ran for like 30 years. He made him on and off for 30 years, movies
But
and everything.
yeah, what
He
they
only did
did.
about 67, 65, 70 episodes.
69 episodes in 10 years.
69
Yeah, 'cause sometimes he made 2 or 3 a year. Sometimes he made 6. They didn't have a week.
Because they weren't it wasn't it was a mini series. It was a series. But it was movies he would make, movies of the week. So it'd be like 1 2-hour episode that you'd see every
It was
every
either 2 hours or an hour and a half. So they're all long episodes.
I feel like we have the two experts of Columbo, like here.
You never watched Columbo?
And Jay
Jess
is
never
right.
watched
These
Columbo?
are
So
like-
bad that I thought you were
like
talking about
mini
Columbo
movies.
yogurt. Am I the only one that was? No, I remember Columbo yogurt.
Yes!
That was before Giovanni.
Yeah, that was the
Listen.
best yogurt.
Yep, I
Yeah.
remember that.
This
All
is
right,
your
John,
assignment.
let's
Before the next
test,
check-in, everybody's got to watch one episode of Columbo.
Columbo.
let's test your knowledge, John Perrotta.
Well, I'm not that knowledgeable.
The
I'm
first
Polish.
episode of Columbo was what?
Prescription
Was
for murder.
what?
You just said it earlier. You just said it.
Prescription
On
Murder
the
was the
radio.
first, was a movie. Prescription Murder. That's the first time he was ever
Is
in
it-
Nope.
Columbo.
Nope. The name was Murder by the Book. It was directed by. This surprises me.
Yeah, it's Spielberg.
Yep. And who played the murderer?
I saw it, but I forgot.
Another big name. Another big name.
Oh,
Steve McQueen.
I'm still watching them all. There's like
Jack
69 episodes.
Cassidy.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yep.
Steve McQueen and The Great Escape. Awesome.
yeah.
If you love Steve McQueen, and Paul Newman, you'll love Peter Falk with his
Oh,
glasses.
yeah, I knew you.
Forget, love him. Sexy as they come for a detective.
Oh yeah.
I have Paul Newman from Cool Hand Luke right on my wall.
Good
Yeah.
movie.
So
Good
sexy.
movie. I saw it in New York when I was in the Navy in the 70s. Great movie.
Yeah.
And he had to eat all the hot-boiled eggs. It was crazy. See that movie, Jess?
What movie?
Cool Hand Luke. Did you see it?
Yes. Yeah. That's one of my favorite movies. That's what my poster is of him.
The line in that movie that is famous in all my marriages was when the guy, he's got all the inmates out, they're all chained
We'll
working.
steal the truck.
And the guy says, what we have here is a failure to communicate. That's what my wife would say when I came in at 4 a.m. They look at me.
Hold on, I gotta
we
get
have
a drink.
here is a failure to communicate.
I gotta get a refill on my drink. Hold on.
I
You understand that, Alessandra?
All right.
Yes, I
Yes.
understand.
Yes.
No, Vincent showed up as Martha. What are you doing? I thought he wasn't here.
What? Who told you I wasn't here? Hold on, I gotta fix my hair.
How many
Move that.
drinks have you had, Vincent?
Bitch, I've been working. I work for a living. I don't work at McDowell's
Wait a
like my Cronin over there.
Wait a minute. You dressed up as Martha at the
Portion
bartend?
lettuce.
You dressed up as Martha at the bartend today?
Makes better tips. Listen, we all don't have Patreon accounts.
You might as well promote your shows while you're on. Cronin's gonna promote. I gotta promote. What do you got coming up, Vincent?
We got a lot.
A lot.
What do you guys got, Jay? What do you
Martha's
got?
95th birthday party.
Sold out.
Sold out.
About that.
Martha's wake. Sold out.
So we have Martha's after party, which if you can't get into, obviously can't to Martha's
Right.
party. That's on June 16th.
No, it's at June 12th.
June 12th.
I'm 95 and I know my dates. How the hell many of those crystal lights have you had?
Too many.
You've been hanging around with Cronin too long.
And what do you got? June 2nd, the Blue Moon with the Mary
June
Ellen,
2nd, I'm at the
Ronaldo,
Blue Moon.
myself, and you.
Yep, I'll be wearing pants though. I'll be with John Perrotta, brother. We're gonna kill Niceville, brother. Bring a shank.
We got the pub May 30th.
Yep.
That'll be packed house. What else we got? What else you got coming up?
The Thomas Ellie shows.
Oh yeah,
Good.
we're at the Lincoln Country Club with Bougie. We're at the Lincoln Country Club in June 26th.
And I got you at Carriage Inn. When are you over there? June
July.
5th. Oh, you're in the July show, July 17th.
July 17th.
Yeah, I gotta get
with
these
Mike
other
Pettit.
kids too soon. I gotta get you guys in. Cronin's got so. What do you got coming up, Cronin? Big show.
Laughter and Hope will be at the legendary Twin Oaks restaurant June 16th. Doors at 6, dinner at 7, show at 8. That's going to be worship and spoken word by Hannah Caparelli and Haley Sierra from my church. Then Pastor Wes is going to get up and pray over the service and give the backstory of Laughter and Hope, how it came to be, then me hosting it, then to Jerry Caruso and Mary Ellen Rinaldi taking us home.
So you don't have 10 minutes for me and Stephanie Peters to do a guest spot on that, do you? You can't let Alessandra and Jessica. We can do 3 minutes apiece with Stephanie Peters, and then we'll have Martha come in putting us
Now,
bra on.
Mike Cronin.
What's
Mike
up, brother?
Cronin.
What do you
Yeah,
got?
check your battery. Mike Cronin. You said Mary Ellen Rinaldi is going to be taking us home. Now, the drinks are strong at Twin Oaks. Can she literally take me home?
You know,
Couple of them red growlers, and I don't remember my address.
she's got a big brand new car. She's got the Toyota Highlander, so she can fit many people in there comfortably.
Nice.
That's nice, see? I always knew the Japanese. See, they're all ahead of people.
There you go.
And this morning at 7 o'clock, I said these
Sorry,
words
Jessica
out
Leigh.
loud to Mary Ellen. This is what I said to Mary Ellen. You and John Perrotta turn my hair whiter quicker than it should be turning white.
Yeah, mine too, Cronin. Mine
She's
too.
saying to me in that raspy voice of hers, she can't get the show poster. I can't. So she's coming at me. I said, Mary Ellen, I'm not fighting you. I'll email it to you. You want me to email it? I'll email it to you. That's it.
Why can't she get the poster?
I don't know. How come you didn't know what a bookmark was?
I still don't.
Oh.
Bookmark is in a book. He's telling me it's in the computer. I have no clue, Nick. I don't know anything about a bookmark in a computer.
That was so
Oh,
Salty. Party of one. Your table's ready.
Nick Houston,
Going
I
on,
haven't
Anthony?
seen you in a long time. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. You haven't aged.
More importantly, how's your mother?
Hey,
How's your mother? Martha might switch.
Jay was talking earlier about an episode. We're having Martha go with Nick to shop in Boston, and then Nick to the good places, and then you going to the bad places, taking Nick. Episode 2.
Not the bad places.
Yeah,
the
not-
places you go.
We're gonna
what
have
am I
a
shopping for?
documentary crew follow you.
Nick, because he's so cosmopolitan, is going to take you to nice fancy places.
we're gonna go to my tailor. We're gonna go to my tailor.
So get ready for that inseam.
So hey, that's not how you measure pants.
What are your measurements?
In
Aiden?
prison.
No, what are your measurements?
Wait a minute. I got elastic waist pants.
Jess, we've lost control of the show
Yeah, well, a long time ago.
a long time ago.
My pants. Listen, I know it's before Memorial Day and I'm wearing white, but you know what? Who cares? At 95, I don't give a shit.
This is another thing I got now. I got a phone, a new phone.
You got a
I gotta
phone?
put my thumbprint. I don't want to get a new phone. 6 hours on the phone with Verizon. To open the phone, I gotta put my thumbprint. And sometimes it still don't work. And here's the deal. If you put a screen protector on this thing, the thumbprint doesn't work anymore. So I went to Verizon, they put the screen protector on, they put the new thumbprint in, it won't go through the screen protector. So I had to take it off. So that was 6 hours last week setting this thing up. So what do you make of that, Alessandra, Nick, and Jess?
This is just gonna be an uphill battle for
Need a
you.
new thumb.
Yeah, it is. I
Last
told
week, the
John,
phone-
Alessandra, just
Something's wrong with the thumb.
Verizon. No, I don't want to do that, brother. I like
But
to
he learned how to use Venmo and Amazon.
That's
Doing
true.
great. Yeah. Then he
I got
ruined his
Venmo.
life.
Brother,
But-
just write me a check. I take checks. I'll meet you in Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. Give me a check.
Simple. Give me a traveler's
Give me a
check.
second party check.
beaver skins. He'll take beaver skins
I
as well.
still take Old Stone checks. It's okay, brother.
Hey, they had
John
good
is like
lollipops today.
Rocky Marciano. Do you know about Rocky Marciano, Johnny P?
Yeah.
What was Rocky Marciano famous for throughout his
The
career?
boxing.
Outside of
Boxing.
knocking people out and being 49-0, I'll tell you, he
Tell us, Mike
never
Cronin. Take
took
us on a
check.
journey.
It was always cash. And his brother said in the book they wrote about him that he would put it in a plastic bag, go into the men's room, tape it inside the bathroom tank, and then lock the bathroom door. Now, Rocky Marciano is retired. He goes on a speaking engagement. He gets this place. He does his speech. It's supposed to be $5,000. They hand him a check. Rocky says, no, I don't take checks. Well, Rock, that's how we're going to pay you a check. Know what he says to them? Pass the hat. They pass the hat. They come up with $1,500. He tells them, next time I come, I'll get the other 35.
Wow.
Would never take cash. His daughter said, she said, I guarantee my dad has money hidden. She found him one
that's
time
true.
in the living room with the old styled big curtain rods that go across the big bay windows. He had a coat hanger all stretched out, and he was taking $100 bills that were rolled up, and he was sliding them into the curtain rod.
Wow.
Mike, I'll bet you right now that Jessica and Alessandra don't know Rocky Marciano and they don't know Colombo.
I'm gonna say
I know
Alessandra.
Rocky
curtain
Marciano.
rod.
Button
I'm gonna say with knowing John Grima like I do, Alessandra's gonna know who Rocky Marciano is.
Yeah, I know
Yes.
because I love Rocky the movie. I know Rocky Marciano.
You know him?
Yeah.
Do
And
you
your
know
face-
Colombo? Do you know
No.
Colombo? You never heard of
Yeah,
Colombo?
Colombo. I've heard of it, but I don't
It's
know.
yogurt.
I mean,
Yes.
it's
You
not
know who
yogurt.
Rocky Marciano is, Jess?
no.
He's a therapist like you. He works on the east side. Mike, he doesn't know.
Doesn't know him. And Rocky Marciano fought
There's
a
more.
lot of his fights at
He was a boxer.
at the Providence Arena. On
This is a
North
long
Which
story,
is
Mike.
now
I didn't want my
Dunkin'
last years to
Donuts.
feel like this.
11-11. That's it, baby.
Nick, do you know Colombo? Do you know Rocky Marciano?
I gotta get some Tums.
I
I'll be
do. I
right
work in
back.
Brockton, so that's the home of Rocky Marciano.
There it is.
I got a big statue of him.
Is that where your law office is in
Yeah,
Brockton?
yeah.
You're a lawyer.
Nice. He's a lawyer.
No kidding.
You slip and fall after a gig, Martha. You're
I'm
bound.
gonna fall right now.
Martha, everything you say to me is
Call
held in
Nick and you're in.
confidence, so if you
I'm
wanna,
gonna fall right now, but it ain't on the floor.
I'm gonna push you.
Whatever you do,
Hi,
don't
Jessica
give me,
Leigh.
don't
Hi,
give me your
Alessandra.
clothes. Don't give me your clothes to dry, Brian. I blew up a pen in my dryer this week.
What? Oh no, these are one of a kind. I
Yeah.
can't give you these. I gotta send them to the cleansers.
Yeah, I can't wash them. Sorry.
Mike Cronin,
Yo,
you are all in red. You better hope there's no bulls watching this right now.
no, I have plaid jammy pants on
huh.
With Crocs.
with Crocs.
You
Yep.
love Crocs.
Of course you.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. Nice.
I'm not a croc guy. I don't know
These
about
are my
Nick.
Crocs. These
I
are
don't
my
know.
Croc slippers.
Look at him. He's got
They're
nursing
orthopedic.
shoes
Look at
on.
that. That's a nice shoe.
Orthopedic
Look at my
nursing
leg, guys.
shoes on.
Oh
That
shit.
is a that is.
Nick, I need a lawyer.
You shop Amazon Prime, Brian?
What?
Amazon
what?
Prime?
What do they sell?
I never
What they
did
got?
either till about 3 or 4 months ago. Now I'm addicted to Amazon Prime. I'm blowing up pens.
No.
They're like Sears and Roebuck.
Yeah, they're cool, Brian. Whatever you want. You want a hearing aid? You put it in Amazon. You can get it delivered a day or two.
That one. When this goes on to Fritz, I'll call you.
I bought
Nick,
so
can
many
you sell
Hawaiian
him some
shirts.
Nushi?
What?
I want you to sell him some shoot Nushi. He's got a new product though, Nushi. Cronin's
Nick-
talking about Hawaiian shirts.
Nick, I'm diabetic. I'll take that all day. That sounds fantastic.
All right.
What is
yeah.
that?
It's
It's a chocolate spread like Nutella, but healthier.
chocolate hazel, but it's better than Nutella because it's only got
Good,
2
because I
grams
don't
of
like
sugar.
Nutella.
I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let me try that.
It's
Now,
not too sweet.
Can I buy that on Amazon?
It's gonna be on Shopify within a week.
All right.
Shopify?
Shopify.
Wow.
Oh, now John's got to learn Shopify.
I know.
Yeah, I
right?
was just gonna say I don't have that app on my
Just
phone. I got the
right
Amazon
John's
Prime.
I've got a thumbprint ready to go.
He's gonna be booking shows like crazy. I got on Shopify, brother. We're gonna do a
John-
show in the parking lot. Let's go.
When John calls you, Nick, to ask you how he gets on Shopify, please record that conversation for us.
My goal before the year is over, Mike Cronin used to be the bad boy of comedy. Now he's the good boy of comedy, born again Christian comedy. I was over there. He was doing my website different times. I swore to God he was going to swear at some point. Never swore yet. By December 31st, 2021, Mike Cronin, my goal is to make him swear.
No,
One
won't
word.
happen.
Yes,
Won't
one
happen.
word.
I enjoy working with you. I love you dearly. You know that, and you generally crack me up. My favorite one he said was this: folder. What do I need a folder for? Well, you're gonna put things in it. Keep it on your desktop. No, folder. Bad boy. I keep a folder on my desk.
Oh
And
my
I-
God, this is
and I-
amazing.
Then I put things into it. He met you serious. His face is all frowned up and everything.
I don't know.
like
I
a
still don't know
bookmark,
what a
bookmark.
folder is on a computer, Nick. I have no idea.
I'll take you to Staples. We'll get you one, John.
Get you a
Let me drive.
Paper
Get you a
folders. I
vanilla
put
and
all
a
I need.
chocolate folder. Don't worry. We'll get you.
And
a
then Mary
vanilla
Ellen
and a
asked
chocolate.
me this today because she was looking to get, get like a reprieve from me goofing on the both of you. She goes, "Can John do Facebook?" In the raspy voice, I said, surprisingly, John is very good on Facebook. Very good on Facebook. He knows how to do pictures, upload videos. He advertises. He's very good on Facebook, which
So
you
Mary
are.
Ellen's not good on Facebook and computers.
Maybe it was because she wasn't feeling well this morning. I'm going to tell people why, Mary Ellen, because I love you dearly. She went out.
None of our business.
She went out last night to a Chinese restaurant and ate a rack of 12 ribs, and her stomach was upset. So maybe that's why. Plus, our meetings are very early in the morning. I call her sometimes like a little before 6 o'clock. We usually go for like an hour and a half sometimes. But we get a lot done. A lot done.
Vincent has meetings at 6 in the morning too, with a bar
But
off
it's
South
with
Street.
prune juice.
Hey, Metamucil.
Vincent, you have been on. This is the record. You've been on so this long so far. You've not told a joke. You gotta give us one joke.
No jokes. Jessica Leigh is already looking at me, saying, please, no jokes.
It was one time.
It was one time, and New Joe started it.
Okay, I'll tell a very nice one, Jessica Leigh.
God.
All right, a guy comes out of an antique store carrying a big, the old people love this. It kills in the old folks. In fact, last week I shot a guy. A guy comes out of an antique store carrying a big grandfather clock. At the same time, a drunk is coming out of a bar and he's staggering. He bumps into the guy with the grandfather clock, and the clock smashes to the ground and breaks.
That sucks.
All right. The guy looks at the drunk and he says, "Why don't you watch where you're going?" The drunk looks up at him and says, "Why don't you wear a wristwatch like everybody else?"
Oh, I like that. I like
And
that.
you can use that in your clean comedy show, which I may or may not be coming to.
I like that. What do you
Yeah.
mean may or may not be coming to?
Listen, I got a monetary discrepancy right now, okay? I don't have money rolling in, I don't get sweet born again Christian gigs like you do. I can't afford Scottish cats like you can. Perrotta's getting folders and bookmarks, and I got nothing. All right. Nick doesn't even need money because he's got his face.
You know what I think?
He goes into the store, buys a cup of coffee, and they're like, "Just take it."
Oh, my favorite coffee.
Seem to have money. They're like, "Just smile at me, just take
I
it."
wish.
Oh my God, my favorite coffee place is in Brockton. You have Supreme in Brockton.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I
Yeah.
love
Go with him, you'll get free coffee. He's just gonna walk in there smiling, and he'll be like, "Here, give the game show host some coffee."
Yes, you know
Look,
what I
look,
think?
look. I know, right? Make every
You know what I
time
think
you
Martha
smile.
needs? You know what I think Martha needs? A tattoo.
Yeah.
Alessandra can hook her up.
Mhm.
What do you
Fix
think,
one of
Martha?
those
A little
things on her
tattoo?
ass.
A little
What?
tattoo to shake things up? A little tattoo?
Yeah,
She's got Peter Falk on her ass.
they don't know Colombo.
Yeah, but John does because we've been talking about it for half an hour now.
Yeah, John loves Columbo.
I love
You guys
Columbo.
have to stay with the times, okay? What is wrong with you people? Get with the times, all right? It's 1997 for crying out loud.
Brian, I told the story of that Sacred Exchange, the first show we did there when you were leaving. You came shuffling up to me in that London fog jacket that had a belt buckle that was like that big. Do you still have that jacket?
Yes.
Yep. That's what you're gonna get, John. We're gonna get
You still have that Teflon suit from that show?
I do. I do have that. I do have that.
Dark skin, electric blue. I didn't know. It was like Steve Martin in My Blue Heaven. He was dancing around on the stage. I'm like, what is this shit?
He was really taken aback by that. I
Nick,
love
You were
that.
supposed
stuff.
to open. You did a telethon. You did 4 hours.
I
It was
did.
like a Perrotta show at the Ramada.
I know.
But you,
I
oh
know.
you.
It's a callback.
Oh,
Mike,
why?
It was
See,
fun.
I don't even hear this shit. You guys already talked about Colombo and the Ramada and all that, and I don't even know. See?
we didn't talk about the Ramada tonight. You talked about the Ramada. That's a legendary room. Legendary.
Great room.
Yes.
That was
I
a
did
fun
that for
room.
about 12, 14 years. Crazy.
Get it
That was,
back.
that was a room. Has anybody performed there? You guys,
I did.
Yeah.
you performed at Seacon Cronin back in the day?
Mhm.
I did.
Yep.
That was fun. I had fun over there.
I did that room with you early on, didn't I?
That's why we don't do it anymore, Cronin.
There was one up there that was called the Brass Rail. Who had the Brass Rail?
Frank Santos, I think, was involved in that. I got a guest spot. I was going to do my first guest spot, and they closed before I got
I
there.
think it was Charlie Hall because I did the Brass Rail and then I did a big function room up there with you too a couple of times. There was a big hallway and there was multiple function rooms off of it.
Yeah, it's a Seacon Cronin Improv.
I did that a few times with you.
Yeah, that was a great room. We used to get
I
300
like
before.
how Alessandra's
300
sitting
people.
right now. Look at how pretty she looks.
Thanks.
He always looks pretty.
I don't get free
Yes.
coffee, but trying.
You
You don't get many compliments? Is that what you said?
She doesn't
You
get
don't
free
get free
coffee.
coffee.
Free coffee.
You need a hearing aid. Never mind, Monty.
Alma, check your battery. She
Oh, I
don't get
definitely
free
need.
coffee.
I definitely need hearing aids. My hearing's really bad.
That was my favorite part of you coming in Sunday is repeating everything 3 times.
Right? Imagine that. Yeah,
I'm gonna get you one of them horns, Mike Cronin.
I need that.
Ah,
I was set up to fail. It's like I'm talking to you, Jay, at a hockey game. You're on the ice and I'm in the stands.
Is your hearing going, Mike? Is your
Oh,
hearing
yeah,
going?
yeah, shot. My doctor told me that my hearing is gone because of the years of putting headphones on and listening to loud music. I still do it to this day. I throw these babies on and I blast Patty Smythe as loud as I can get it.
I never listen to music through headphones. I
always do. But if
pens,
I'm laying in my bed and a pin drops out here in the living room, I'm hearing it. But when you bring a certain decibel up, I'm done. Just talk to me in a restaurant and listen to the things I say back to you. You're going to say, man, he's in trouble.
I mean, let's be fair, Mike. I say you're in trouble quite a bit.
That's
Quite a
right.
bit.
Quite a bit.
That is right. That is right. That is right. Although I am proud to say I behaved myself very well on Sunday.
Did you have a couple of
That's
cocktails?
because I wasn't working. This blouse drives me crazy. I don't understand this blouse. Listen, Alessandra, Jessica, you guys are women.
You guys are women.
I kept moving it around.
You're supposed to tie it in a bow.
Exactly.
No, it's not in the front. It's on the side.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the bow goes to the side.
I'm not the one.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Jessica. Oh, that's how. Oh, now I feel like I'm on Dynasty. Look at this shit.
I'm not good at scarves or ties.
He's sick, Nick. These guys are sick.
I want to know when Jessica.
Don't get Jay
Leigh is
Burns
gonna be
started on
a
scarves
lineup.
and ties.
I want to come and see Jessica Leigh. I want to hear her set.
We're gonna get Jess up, Nick. We're gonna get Alessandra up, Vincent, unfortunately, and Jay will get up.
Yeah, Nick, are you still working?
Mike, I want to get Mike up.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Nick in a long time.
I am John's like official, kind of like a little guy bodyguard, because I had to flex my muscles at Wings on 5. John has a great set last week. He crushes it for 25 minutes. And these two chucklehead comics that went on earlier are talking like they're holding megaphones.
Well, they're friends of mine. They what are you gonna do?
So finally I had it. I went
Hit him with a brick.
I went up to him. I told him, I said, my comedic brothers, John is up there doing his best to get his sea legs under him. And you're out here talking like you're in helicopter training school. Got to keep it quiet.
Maybe they brought
Little rusty coming back. Little rusty.
Not last week you weren't.
Wow, that's last week. I mean, I've been up 4 times. So
Listen, you say you're rusty.
Yeah.
Your sister's ass is rusty. You get your mic and get on that stage and, well, I can only do 5 minutes. And you do 4 days. 4 days. Yep. You put the horn in your pants and you just go.
4 days. I wish I could do 4 days.
You can. Listen.
Vincent, we're gonna wrap it up soon. You got a joke you can tell us with?
Listen, but you need to know this. You is kind, you is smart, you is important.
I was what?
You is kind, you is smart, you is important. Nobody watches the damn movies.
But my favorite is I get that text message almost every other day.
Because you're sad.
Oh.
And I try to cheer you up. We're
Vincent.
gonna dress like Zelda.
Give us a joke, Grandma Martha. Give us a joke before we wrap it up.
What?
Give us a joke, defense joke.
No more
I like
jokes.
that. I'm telling you. You want to get booked
Okay,
again?
okay. All right.
Hello, Daddy.
Yeah, how's that for salty? You take
All right. Yes, okay. This is a nice clean one. 2 little brothers, a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old. They're up in their bedroom practicing swearing. Okay. So the 4-year-old says to the 7-year-old, he says, what are you going to say? He says, I'm going to say friggin'. Says to the 4-year-old, he says, what are you going to say? He said, I'm going to say ass. They said, okay, when are we going to use these swear words? He says, tomorrow morning at breakfast, we'll use our swear words. We're going down to breakfast the next morning. And the mother says to the 7-year-old, what are you going to have? He says, give me some friggin' Cheerios. Smack, she knocks him right onto the floor. She looks at the 4-year-old. She says, what are you going to have? He said, bet your ass it ain't going to be Cheerios.
Stop that. What are you going to say to wrap it up, Brian and Jay? My grandma Martha. What are you going to say to wrap it
Listen,
up?
thank you for letting me. I crash your Zoom all the time and you let me.
We love it.
Thank you.
We love you on. We love you
I just
on,
like
Jay.
to say, look at Mike Cronin's Betty Davis all of a sudden.
All right.
Look at her.
Mike,
All smooth.
Mike Cronin, what are you going to say to wrap it up?
I am humbled and honored to be on this panel tonight. I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to our dear friend Karina. Karina and Big Daddy invited me to their home last Friday. What a beautiful
Her
home.
name's Karen.
No, Karina. Karina.
Karen.
I even asked her mom. I said, do you mind that I call her Karina? She goes, no, I like that name. I should have named her that. She made a spread, meatballs, eggplant rolantini, chicken palm,
You
antipasto.
couldn't have brought a +1? What the hell? Call me up.
Mike, they don't know who, you gotta say who it is, because if you just say Kareem, people don't know what it is. You gotta plug her business, you gotta say something.
Karina, whose birth given name is Karen Pocelli, and her married name is Sabetta. Big Daddy came to pick me up. Big
Who's Big
Daddy's
Daddy?
cool. Big Daddy's definitely cool. Big
Who
Daddy.
is he? You gotta say who he is. People
That's
don't
her
know.
husband.
Mike.
That's her husband, David. Well, they got to pay attention to the show, right?
If they're not binge watching like you do, they're
Yeah,
not
they
gonna
got to
know.
binge. They got to binge
They're not
watch.
gonna know what we're talking about.
That's it, boys and girls. That's your assignment from me, Grampy Mike. Binge watch these shows. Binge watch them. We're gonna
Not
have a
gonna
pop
happen.
quiz.
Alessandra, what are you gonna say?
Maybe
I'm not gonna happen.
maybe we can have Mr. Gelfuso give away a cruise to someone that binge watches them all. Who knows? It's a possibility.
You're out of your mind. Alessandra, what are you gonna say to wrap it up?
I wasn't done.
You're
done.
done.
I'm gonna get the hook. You're done.
You're done. You got the hook.
More than me tonight.
Alessandra, what are you gonna say?
This has been the weirdest hour of my life, but I'm glad I'm here. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We love having you, Alessandra. Just don't blow up pens in your dryer, and you're gonna be happy
Never.
the rest of your life. You'll be
Never.
fine. Tell your father to bring sausage over to my house someday soon.
Okay.
Nick, what are you gonna say to wrap it up, Nick?
I'm gonna be really upset tomorrow when I have to pay $3.48 for my coffee. And
You're gonna get it for free. You take me with you.
every time, John, I hear your voice, I can already just imagine myself eating the meatball sub. I so want a meatball sub right now. I got you to blame for it.
That's accurate.
Easy. Nick, good luck with your product and all your cases. You need an attorney. Nick Yusuf is the man. You need an old lady that had a few in the middle of the night. And it's kind of sexy.
Hey,
Grandma Martha's your girl.
you've been in the house too long.
Jessica Leigh, the check-in has come to a close. You get the final word. What do you got to say to wrap it up?
I'm, for the first time in life, really grateful that I don't have a washer and dryer. Like, because if I leave a pen in my pants, it's a different dryer. Hopefully I'm not going to do that, but I have put a lighter through the wash.
That's nice. What happened? Nothing. It didn't blow up or nothing.
It didn't work anymore, but aside from that, it didn't like do anything bad.
My pen didn't work anymore either because it was out of ink. It was
I'm
all
gonna
over the
send you a
friggin'
pen.
washer. That's the truth.
So many lessons today.
These are lessons that you take with you, my
Yes.
children, and learn. And that's the check-in, Mike Cronin. I want you to take that hat. I want you to go to Triggs Golf Course and play 9 holes with Grandma Martha.
This is so weird.
He looks like Caddyshack on crack. Look at this guy.
Look at how my hair went. Look at how cute that looks. I like that.
Brand new baby.
It's a wrap, Mike. It's a wrap. We'll see you kids later. Thanks for coming on. Everybody say goodbye.
Love you.
God bless
Bye.
everybody. Love
Don't
you
put your
all.
pens in the dryer.